Oh, you want to know how poor white Americans are treated underneath the post about white privilege. Alright, let's get into it. Poor white folks are screwed by the system too, no doubt. Poor white Americans face poverty, unemployment, crappy health care, and a failing education system. It's tough, it's brutal, and it's wrong. But guess what? You're not also dealing with systemic racism on top of all of that. White privilege doesn't mean you're living in luxury. It means that you don't have the added weight of racial discrimination. You don't have to worry about being shot by the police at a disproportionate rate for looking too suspicious. You're not getting followed around stores just because of your skin color. You're not getting your job applications thrown out.
White people, why are you poor? If you're white and you're poor, I want you to answer me very well. Why are you poor? Why are you poor in a system that is designed to have you succeed? Why are you poor in a system that is set that if me and you, we go to get a job, you are most likely to get the job. And I'm most likely...
We don't live above our means. I don't know what less than paycheck to paycheck is. What is that? Poverty. As a registered nurse, with a husband, with a second income. He doesn't make as much as I do, but he still
Hello,
works.
kings and queens, and welcome back to our YouTube space. For decades of years, the black Americans have been known as poor in the US. The black Americans were being denied to enjoy some of the privileges in the US, like housing, land, and the many things in the US. But today, it is actually very ironical to see that the white Americans who are being enjoying all these privileges are now trending online, crying for poverty, crying that they can't even sustain any more life in the US. I don't know what has gone wrong. Where did the rain start beating these white Americans? It's just really so sad to see these people suffering. We want to just watch some of the clips and then we come back with our common monetary. Let's
I
go.
saw this video of this guy just swimming in money. Like, it was so much money. Like, and now I'm just frustrated because poverty. Like, that's literally why I'm crying.
How are people sleeping? Like, I am losing sleep over this. There are thousands, hundreds of thousands of people dying, like, starving to death. And we're all just going on with our normal lives. And there's babies screaming and crying because they don't have any milk. They have no food. What the fuck are we doing? If you are not standing against this, you are a part of this. What do we do? I am just some fucking mom in Nevada. I don't know what to do to help. Please, someone tell me, what do we do? I'm sitting here watching China dropping food, and we're doing nothing but supplying military arms. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I just put my little baby, 18-month-old baby, to sleep after a full tummy in a warm bed. And there are babies covered in flies, fucking starving. And we're just over here, just fucking living our lives. Please, someone tell me what we do. How do we help? This is not okay. Hey TikTok, I'm just on here wondering if anybody's feeling the same way I'm feeling. I'm from Illinois and I feel like the gas prices and the electric bills and the prices of food is just so overwhelming anymore. Like, I'm wondering if anybody else is feeling like they're drowning and they can't get out. I work overtime and I cannot get above water. I mean, I literally have no gas for next week. It was either that or get a few groceries to get by. I hit my local food pantries. I'm just wondering if anybody else feels like they're drowning. But Anyway, I hope everybody has a great day.
I really want to thank this commenter for saying what I know so many white people are thinking. This person is saying, you're talking about reparations. You're talking about how Black Americans haven't had the opportunity to have generational wealth until recently. And this commenter is saying, but what about me? My family's been poor. We haven't had generational wealth, but they don't care. We don't matter, is what this woman's saying. And I'm trying to empathize and understand how you might feel that way. But what we all need to understand is that by acknowledging an injustice and repairing an injustice for a huge population of our country does not take away from you. It doesn't remove anything that you can have. It doesn't take away your opportunity. When we have conversations about marginalized communities, I don't care if it's Black people. I don't care if it's immigrants. I don't care if it's LGBTQ people. And we talk about rights for humans. White people consistently feel threatened by those possibilities because they think somehow something's being taken away from me, and we just don't matter. Listen, if you are in the United States, you are in a country that was built on white supremacy, and white privilege is real. White privilege does not mean anything is handed to you necessarily. It doesn't mean that you are given advantages. What it means is that you don't have the color of your skin as a notch against you, and that's really all it means. So this idea that you're poor me, white people don't get anything.
Oh, you want to know how poor white Americans are treated underneath the post about white privilege. Alright, let's get into it. Poor white folks are screwed by the system too, no doubt. Poor white Americans face poverty, unemployment, crappy health care, and a failing education system. It's tough, it's brutal, and it's wrong. But guess what? You're not also dealing with systemic racism on top of all of that. White privilege doesn't mean you're living in luxury. It means that you don't have the added weight of racial discrimination. You don't have to worry about being shot by the police at a disproportionate rate for looking too suspicious. You're not getting followed around stores just because of your skin color. You're not getting your job applications thrown out because they sound too ethnic. That's the privilege right there. It's the shit you don't have to think about every damn day. Imagine being poor and then on top of that, facing a world that is rigged to suspect, ignore, and punish you based just on the color of your skin. That is what people of color have to deal with. The system is screwing everyone, but it's got an extra special screw job for people of color. So, poor white Americans are treated like crap, absolutely. But they're not getting the double whammy of poverty plus racial discrimination. That's what white privilege is. It's not a get out of jail free card. It's the absence of a second set of chains. Open your eyes and see the whole picture. The system is broken for everyone, but for some, it's downright broken.
Does anyone else feel like they're absolutely fucking drowning financially? As a single 29-year-old woman, I have 3 jobs. And I'm still fucking struggling, and I'm just getting myself farther and farther into credit card debt because I don't have enough after the first of the month to avoid using it. It just isn't working. Full-time job. Not doing it. Got a second job. It's barely doing it. The third job. Hit or miss if I even get paid on time. I feel like I'm drowning, and I don't know what to do. I don't know if any industry is doing well right now. I used to be a server. I used to have all this cash every night whenever I would walk out with cash, and I don't have that anymore, and I don't even know if they're doing okay right now. Like, I have seriously considered quitting my full-time good job to go back to serving. Because at least I can just like use my personality and try to get more money than minimum wage or what an entry-level job pays people nowadays. It's fucking sick. Try to call my mom. She didn't answer. Snapchat my friends about this because I just needed a vent, but I just feel like I'm drowning. It's like, okay, do I just find a boyfriend so I can split everything with him? Like, sorry, like, I'm too stubborn and I just want what I want. And I just can't do that or be that way. So yeah, friends, I might say no to your weddings. I might say, and I have said no to bachelorette parties. And I just can't. I just fucking can't. But is it anyone else? Or am I just a dumb bitch with money? Because I used to not be. My credit used to be fucking phenomenal. Credit card bill, paid it all off every single time. It's not like that. It can't be like that anymore. Oh my God, this is so long. And do I know it's fucked up? I know it's fucked up. Okay. All right. This feels a little bit better. Feels a little bit better already, I'm not gonna lie. Just want to know if anyone else is like me right now, or if I'm just like the dumb bitch.
I can't function anymore. I don't understand how I make $34 an hour and I can't function. I can't function. I can't pay my bills. I can't even literally keep gas in my car to get to work 3 days a week. I buy a loaf of rye bread and I work really hard to keep that one loaf of rye bread lasting me the whole week, and I eat peanut butter. So I'll eat peanut butter toast whenever I'm hungry. And it's been fine. It's been working just fine. I'm good with that. That's fine. But last week, I guess I was a little extra hungry a couple days, so I had toast in the morning and toast in the evening, which that's not in my budget. So I ran out of bread on like the Thursday or even the Friday, I don't know. Either way, at 47, I had to see if my mother could buy me a loaf of bread so that I could eat for the weekend before my daughter got home. I don't understand why things are so hard right now. I apparently make too much money to receive any financial benefits or help of any kind.
So a lot of these videos have been popping up on people's timelines about how there's so much struggle in Canada. I mean, this lady is saying she eats bread and peanut butter for the whole week, guys. She can't even eat it twice a day. She had to ask her mother at 47 years old. I think that's what she said. Is this the true situation in Canada, guys? I mean, she says she works 3 times a week, $30-something an hour. So maybe she's not working as much as people who are going there want to work. Because I was speaking to someone yesterday and he's saying his wife is already in Canada. She's converting a study permit to like a work permit. He's going to be going there. And I mean, they're excited about it. So let us know, people in Canada, what's really going on out there.
White people, why are you poor? If you're white and you're poor, I want you to answer me very well. Why are you poor? Why are you poor in a system that is designed to have you succeed? Why are you poor in a system that is set that if me and you we go to get a job, you are most likely to get the job and I'm most likely to be working under you? How can you be poor in a system where you have positive relationship with the police while I don't? So you pull up in the airport, you're rendered all the support you need. You're given all the respect that you need because they expect you to be way over here. And me, I pull up in the airport, they first have to look at me and think I am something else. And you just go straight through. Why are you poor? I don't understand how you're going to be poor in a system where if you start education, they have already determined you. They already determined that you're going to be the astronaut. How? I mean, how do you wake up and be poor in a system where your great-grand ancestors worked so hard for you to be on top of me? Tell me, how did you end up being poor when your great-grand ancestors came to my great-grand ancestors took everything from them to prepare a way for you. And right now, you're as poor as I am. Eh? Come, don't run, don't come here. I'm not through with you. How are you going to be poor in a justice system that is set that even if me and you were into an argument and the cops pull up, I am most likely to be the one in wrong. I am the most likely to be in prison while you're out there enjoying. Hey.
All right, welcome back. So, according to the videos that we have actually watched, the black Americans and the black people are asking the white Americans tough questions that are actually tough to answer. Because the black people are saying that when we talk of schools, that the white Americans were enjoying a lot of school facilities. They were enjoying free education. So it is today more ironical to see these people suffering. While the black people, they were to work hard in order to get that education. They were to suffer in order to get education. Education for them was actually more expensive. So the black nation, the black people are asking the white people, where did the rain start beating? Why are you not successful today? Why are you suffering today? When we talk of court sessions and cases, it was most likely to be very wrong or to be very sad if the black person is being found having a case with the white person in a court, because the black person was likely to be being impersonated or jailed, while the white person chances of getting out of the case are high. When we talk of police brutality, the police were actually more brutal. The police were very brutal for black people. But for the white people, the police relationship with the white people, it wasn't actually so bad. So they could even negotiate some of the things. So today the black nation, today the black people, they have been actually contradicted. What's going on? What the fuck? Why are these people now suffering? Because in our lifestyle, these people were the guys who are expected to get better lives. A white person was a person that couldn't go with you to school, and he or she has been actually already known what is going to be in future. You are going to wonder why you are studying with an astronaut in the class. You are staying in the same class with a white person, but that person is going to be an astronaut, and you are going to come back in the ground and start hustling. So these questions, I don't know. What is your opinion? What can you say? What can you comment about this story of the white Americans becoming poor, white Americans suffering, white Americans starving, white Americans, they can't even afford today food? I don't know, the dream of the US failed, because it is so sad to see that today I have watched some of the clips. White Americans are quarreling, are struggling with your life, because once a white American finishes the school, you can just wonder that this person has a lot of loan to be paid, because the money she used in school, the money she used in all these health facilities, all these things, she or he has now to be paid. So you will come to wonder that once the person actually finishes education, that person will come off out of the school, come out of the university with a lot or a huge loan to be paid. And I think this American dream is the main key factor that has actually caused Americans or the white Americans to suffer today. I don't know. What's your opinion? What can you comment? So in the comment section, I want just to at least know what are you thinking about this story. How can we help today the black Americans and the white Americans? How can we help today the white Americans? Because it's actually so sad. It's actually so sad. I'm your co-host Majoka Music. If you have not subscribed to this channel, actually kindly make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that you can't miss any content whenever I do upload. And let us meet to the next video. I'm your host Majoka Music. Bye bye. Let's see the next video.